Hello teachers and hello students. I am Angel May Zamorafat, your first demonstrator and your future educator. So today, I am going to talk about a very important topic about gender, education, and the environment, and how they are all deeply connected. So let's begin by understanding each concept. So first, let's define what is gender. So what is gender? So gender refers to the socially constructed rules and identities of all people. These rules influence how we access opportunities and other matters. Sadly, women and girls are often at a disadvantage, especially in education, employment, and leadership. So second, what is education for you? So, education is more than just attending school. It's a basic human right. Why? Because all of us humans have the right to access quality education. It helps us individuals to grow and societies to progress. Inclusive education can reduce both poverty and inequality, making the world fairer for everyone. So next, what is environment? So in the context of gender in society, the environment is not just about nature. It's also about the social, economic, and political conditions that shape people's lives. These conditions affect how different genders experience the world. For example, women and marginalized groups often live in environments with limited access to education, healthcare, and safety. Environmental issues like unsafe houses, polluted communities tend to impact them more, making gender-sensitive solutions essential. So now, how are these three connected? So gender and education are intertwined. Why? Because girls often face cultural and financial barriers to school. But when we support gender equality, we improve health, the economy, and also empower communities. Then next, we have education and environment. So education teaches us to make eco-friendly and sustainable choices that helps our environment. Then gender and environment. So women are often caretakers of natural resources. Educating and involving them means stronger environmental protection. So next, let's now focus on a big problem: the gender inequality in higher education. While progress has been made, it's not enough. Why? Because learning alone doesn't solve deep-rooted inequalities. In fact, across the globe, millions of girls are still out of school. For example, countries like Pakistan, Ethiopia, Nigeria, and even the Philippines each have over 1 million girls not in school. In the Philippines alone, the 2020 census found that 10.7 million youth aged 5 to 24 were not attending school. Almost half, around 5.2 million, were girls. Why? The top reasons are early marriage, financial problems, and lack of personal interest. So now, let's move on to the barriers to gender equality in higher education. So what are those barriers? So first, we have gender gap in leadership. So even though women make up more than 50% of students, they are rarely seen in top positions like deans or university presidents. Then second, we have stereotyping in STEM strands. So women in science and technology tend to face bias, isolation, and less mentorship, making it harder to thrive. So next is the patriarchal curriculum. So when you heard the word patriarchal, what words or situations comes into your mind? So, patriarchal means man-dominated. So, as scholars like Spellman and Bill Hooks point out that most curricula reflect male-centered views and overlook women's experiences. So, it's unfair. So, the first one, we have the campus safety. Harassment is a real issue for many female students, and sadly, weak school responses affect their sense of safety and ability to learn. So, there are many policies and laws, but the implementation is weak and not that strong. So, it's useless. So, fifth, we have intersectional discrimination. So, Crenshaw's theory of intersectionality teaches us that women from marginalized communities experience layered forms of discrimination. So upon hearing those situations and the issues that we have encountered, we must call to action. So what can we do? So we need to push for an inclusive education, challenge gender biases, and empower all voices, especially in leadership and environmental action. Because when gender, education, and the environment come together, we create a more just sustainable and equal world, which is a better environment for all of us. So let's not wait for change. Let's be the change. Because whether you are a student, a teacher, a leader, or a concerned citizen, your voice matters. Need to advocate, educate, and take action in your own communities because dako na siya nga impact. And together, we can shape a future where no one is left behind. Equality for all, and a better environment for all. Once again, this is Angel May ZFAT, your first demonstrator and your future educator. And let's move forward, united in purpose. So thank you for watching. Bye.